Alright, what is up y'all? We're here today with PCP Week 4. We go against Andre and his Evansville Oshawotters. He has a scary ass team, you know what I'm saying? I kind of do too now because now my trades went through and it's looking a lot less memeish. But he has Victini, Rotom Wash, Umbreon, Torkoal, Smeargle, Guzzlord, Megalopunny, Superior, Stakataka, Manectric, Togetic. So he kind of has like just a team that he can kind of just do whatever he wants with. It seems to be very, very versatile. He can go like offensive Trick Room with stuff like, you know, Torkoal, Guzzlord, Stakataka. He can go webs and then be like fast offensive with stuff like Victini, Rotom Wash, Megalopunny, Superior. Or he can kind of do a combination of both. Or he can kind of just run, you know, hyper offense, or he can just run 6 fat things. It's not very fun to build for, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I actually did. I was trying to get Galvantula from him, so I was like, hey, you should get Torkoal so you can, because he just picked up Smeargle. So I was like, yeah, you should pick up Torkoal so you can spin away your hazards and not have to just defog them away. He was like, alright, cool. So he got Torkoal and I got Galvantula, but now I realize that Torkoal actually walls the shit out of my Kartana, and it's super unfortunate because, you know, I'm always trying to sweep with Kartana. But we built a pretty decent team, I think. Don't look at that last mon yet. Just don't worry about that until we get there. We got Tapu Lele. Basically, with this set, it looks super intricate, but it's kind of not. I just wanted to have the even 200 because, you know, like of ODC, or I guess that'd be dyslexia, huh? But yeah. So he's bulky enough to live any hit from Megalopunny. I get the Eye of Papa Berry, and back above half basically, and then I kill that thing with a fucking Psychic, and I'm still at high enough health to be able to live like neutral Leaf Storm from Serp, or if he wants to go for like Foul Play with Umbreon, Sun Boosted move with Torkoal, something along those lines, I can still live. It's basically like a little bit more longevity on Tapu Lele, which isn't the bulkiest Pokemon, at least not on the physical side, but this is what we ended up going with, and it seems like it's going to do the job. I love me some Tapu Lele. Then we have Chingy, the Como-O, because everybody in the club getting tips. And Bulletproof, I learned the other day, Bulletproof actually stops Gyro Ball as well. So this thing is just an anti-Stakataka mon. Basically, anytime Stakataka comes in, I can go right into this guy. Earthquakes aren't doing shit to me. I got leftovers for recovery. Honestly, if he ran like a Life Orb or E-Belt set Stakataka with like, you know, Trick Room, 2 attacks, and then Hidden Power Fire, it kind of just fucks my team up, like Stone Edge plus Gyro Ball or something like that. So I really need this guy here to be able to offensively pressure it. Like I can defensively check it with Pickle here, but I do need this to offensively pressure it. Now I have enough speed for most things on his team. I believe this specific speed was for the Smeargle, I want to say. I don't know. This was a long time ago. It's always a long time ago when I record these. I should just do it immediately after the battle, but yeah. Yeah, lefties for recovery. I sub up on Rotom, I sub up on Smeargle, I sub up on Guzzlord to an extent. If he has Draco Meteor or something, I can just sub 3 times and then he'll be at -6. And I just D-dance on him, because fuck him. Stuff like Superior. I think it's going to be Scarf Superior this game, because I have a Kartana, and basically if you don't want to lose to Scarf Kartana, you have to be able to outspeed Scarf Kartana, and the only viable Scarfer he has that would outspeed Kartana is going to be Superior. So I could see Scarf Serp coming, something like Leaf Storm, Glare, Hidden Power Fire, and then maybe like Toxic or something like that. I don't know. He doesn't need a lot of moves. Probably Giga Drain though. TBHTs. But yeah, Como-O is just great versus his team. Originally I was running Earthquake just to be able to hit Victini, but I kind of figured that Poison Jab would be better to hit the Superior. And there's one more thing I need. Oh, and then the Togetic as well. He has been bringing Togetic a lot, and that thing actually does. That is super annoying for my team to deal with. I kind of just have to hope that he just leaves it in, and I can like Volt Switch on it or Psychic it or something like that. But that's this guy. Basically just enough bulk to live any hit from Victini, and then speed for Smeargle. And I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Cool. So then we have Galvantula, the newest member of the team. Compound Eyes, focused, although looking at it, I originally had Thunder on this, so I had Compound Eyes, but really I should have been Swarm for that 1 HP Bug Buzz, but too late now. Yeah, we got the Focus Sash just to guarantee the webs. I do have Defog, I believe, on my Kartana, so I'm not really worried about that. Actually, do I? Yeah, I do have Defog. So Sticky Web, just to get them webs up. Basically, Superior, like I said, isn't that threatening to me, especially with some later stuff coming on the team. So I'm not really worried about it being +1. Plus, I think it's already going to be Scarf, so it's like, whatever, man, just be +2. You're already going to outspeed everything on my team anyways. But yeah, Volt Switch just for momentum, just to kind of be able to volt around on these guys. He has multiple options for defog. Defog on Rotom, spin on Torkoal. You get a spin or defog on Smeargle. Serp also gets defog. Togetic also gets defog. He just has a lot of removal. So basically, I might not even be clicking sticky webs. Basically, I might just be getting momentum because he has a lot of easy switches on this thing. Then Bug Buzz, obviously just for stab. He doesn't really like switching in on a Bug Buzz. He really only has something like Torkoal, and if that comes in, say takes Rocks and then a Bug Buzz, then I just Volt Switch out, and that thing's going to be like 20%. Hidden Power Ground for the Stakataka. So if he does want to switch that in on a Bug Buzz, he's going to take a little bit of chip, and then Hidden Power Ground does like 85% or something like that. So he's not going to enjoy taking that at all. I love Galvantula, and I realize this is kind of spelled stupid, but I think that's how it should be spelled. It's like it's Bushaki, you know, like Bukaki and shock. So that's what that is. Don't mind me. Then we got Fighting Z, Kartana, Akame. Our heart, the heart and soul of our team, or the heart is Lele, the soul is Kartana. The soul of our team here with the Defog, Sacred Sword, knockoff Leaf Blade. Basically, if I get up webs, this thing absolutely just shits on everything on his team except for the Superior, but we do have multiple checks for that. Secret Sword is good for really most of his team. The all-out pummeling is gonna just claims a kill. Nothing on his team wants to switch into all-out pummeling, and I assume he's not gonna be switching in his Togetic on a Steel type. So we're just gonna assume that, but we'll see. Knockoff is good for crippling. If he does see my full moveset and realize he can switch in Togetic, I'm gonna knock that thing off. Fuck him. And sorry. He also lets me hit Victini. And Leaf Blade's just stab. High critical hit ratio, just classic standard classic Shay stuff. Then, making his debut, we have Spillin' My Guts, Pyukamaku on the team, and he's unaware as fuck. Even if he really likes to run the attack boosting Stakataka set, so even if he does manage to get up Trick Room and then get a kill, I can wall it with this thing. Like, I just sit here and I recover and Toxic and Soak and just be annoying, do classic pickle things, and I'm really excited to use Pyuku in the format because it looks like a lot of fun. I don't really need the Spadef for anything because obviously I'm not going to be trying to take attacks from Rotom or Superior or any of that stuff. Originally I was especially defensive, but I realized that Leaf Storm does like 98% minimum, so I was like, there's no fucking point. But yeah, this thing's just here to be annoying and to give me some momentum. And last, but definitely not least, and easily my favorite member, also this is a good check for Mega Lopunny because of the helmet. Definitely my favorite member on the team, though, is Colorado, my GIRAFARIG, who actually has a crazy good niche in this game. I think this is actually going to put in work. So, he has a Smeargle. I don't want to run something like Taunt Lele, just because if he runs like Nuzzle or something like that, then Lele is fucking useless, basically, because I'm just going to get full paired. We know how my luck's been. And so I can Magic Coat if he wants to go for something like Spore. I get my Sap Sipper. If he wants to set up Rocks or Webs, those will be bounced back at him. And I can Baton Pass out for momentum. Then, since I'm probably going to be at +1 most of the game, I have Earthquake in return. Earthquake just to hit stuff like Victini, Stakataka, yada yada yada, and then return is just stab. And I'm Spadef, obviously, to help kind of deal with Superior, because obviously Sap Sipper, so I come in on Stakataka. I think he doesn't have a lot of like coverage moves he can run. I think he's going to be Scarf Superior, but if he's not, he could probably be like a bulky set, like Subseed or something like that, or potentially like Subglare or something like that. So this thing's already slow. I don't give a fuck if you want to paralyze it, if you want to do whatever you got to do. But I'm coming in, I'm getting a boost from Sap Sipper, and then I'm probably Baton Passing out to Kartana or Komodo, and I'm going to start breaking the team. So basically the game plan versus him is try to lure the Superior with the Pyukamaku, or hell, even the Lele or anything really, because he's just turn 1 with a Superior, you click Leaf Storm. It's just what you do. So if he doesn't know that it's a Sap Sipper, I can just go hard out into this, get an attack boost, Baton Pass out to either one of my 2 physical attackers, which are both very good versus him, and just start wall breaking. Because if I can wall break stuff like the Rotom, the Umbreon, Torkoal, Stakataka, then Akame just cleans right up at the end of the game. Everything's all fine and dandy. Everyone's having a great time except Andre. So let's jump into the battle. So, big things to note. We see no Umbreon, no Torkoal, which is great. No Stakataka, which is also great, which means there's a lot less of a chance that this is going to be Trick Room. And then we see no Togetic or Manectric as well. So, not bringing a ground type isn't going to bite me in the dick, which is cool. Then, he's got the Mega Lopunny, he's got the Victini, which looking at his team, either Victini or the Surf is going to be scarfed, for sure. I know he likes to run offensive Trick Rotom a lot of times, so, I don't know, he could be something dumb, like Toxic Orb or Iron Ball or something like that, or he could also try to trick me, like a Scarf or Specs or something like that. Smeargle, obviously probably gonna be his lead, and then Serp, we have to figure out what that thing's set is, and then Guzzlord, looking like he just wants to eat a hit and probably just dish one back out, but a lot of stuff on my team doesn't really care about Guzzlord, like it really doesn't. He's not trying to take Bug Buzzes, he's not trying to take all-out Pummelings. I wall it for days with Piku if he's physical, and then he dies to a Moonblast, so biggest threats on his team are probably the Serperior and the Victini, so we just gotta see what those are. Let's just jump on in. Like I said, I lead with the Girafarig. Never did I think I would say that sentence. When I first started playing competitive Pokemon, never did I think, so I lead with the Girafarig was gonna be words that came out of my mouth. So, Girafarig versus Rotom, I wasn't sure if you wanted to just go for a hard Volt Switch, if you wanted to trick me, if you wanted to just pump. I'm Spadef, I really don't care. I'm just going to go for a return and scout out his set. He goes for a Toxic. I'm like, fuck, I should have Magic Coded. But it's actually cool that I didn't, because now if I get this thing in versus Smeargle, he's not going to know that I have it, and everything's going to be all fine and dandy. So, rather than Volt Switching, he hards into Serperior, which I was like, fuck. I wanted this thing in versus Serperior. I should have just clicked return again, god damn it. And, yeah, so I just Baton Pass out into Lele. So, looking at this, he probably just needs to fire off a Leaf Storm, to be honest. He doesn't have much of a switch in. I mean, if there's such thing as a Lele switch in, his Victini would have to be probably Assault Vest, or, yeah, that's about it. I've brought Assault Vest Victini to counter a Lele before, but with the possibility of Shadow Ball and stuff like that, I don't know if he'd go hard into it, but, because it's still 3 at KO, and if Rocks are up, I believe that makes it a 2 at KO. So, I think he just clicks Leaf Storm here. He needs to get damage off on this to put it in range of something, because Lele lives any one hit from anything on his team, basically. So, I just make the double switch, go right back into Giraffe. As he goes for the Leech Seed, I get my attack boost, and it just might be the beginning of the end. So, we'll just let this play here. So, he goes for the sub, as I just Baton Pass right out. I'm Toxic, but don't want to stay in, and I bring out Como-O, who now has an attack boost. So, seeing that he has Substitute and Leech Seed, his only other moves he can have are going to be Leaf Storm or Hidden Power Fire. He needs Leaf Storm or Hidden Power Fire. So, realizing that he's kind of set up fodder for me, he goes out into the Rotom, which is fine. And I can go for the sub on his Willow, and I think he's choiced. I'm not seeing leftovers. That was not defensive damage. It doesn't seem like he's max speed, because I think he would actually outspeed me, but, yeah. So now I'm behind a sub, I get a free Dragon Dance, and I'm just eating my lefties, I'm having a great time. And I have a coverage move for Serp, so I can just go for the Poison Jab, and just like that, Serp is out of the way. It's great. I'm almost back at full health, and he brings in the Victini. So he goes for the Psychic, letting me know he is, first of all, Choice Scarf, and second of all, he is special, or at least mixed. So I get back to 99%, and he does like 85% or maybe 90% max to me with a Psychic. So, barring a crit, I eat any hit he wants to go for. Yeah, he actually gets kind of a low roll, I think. And Poison Jab just kills the Victini. So, 2 kills for Como so far. I'm not behind a sub anymore, but he makes what I believe to be a pretty big misplay here, and she just goes into Smeargle. So, I sub on this. I think the only way he beats me is if I choke and let him put me to sleep. He actually goes for the Parting Shot and then brings back out Rotom. At this point, I'm just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm just going to D-dance in front of this. He goes for the Hydro Pump, and it breaks my sub. That's not supposed to break my sub, so I'm pretty sure he's Specs at this point. Either he's modest, and it's just a crazy weird set, or he is definitely Specs without max speed investment. So, now, I just Drain Punch, and with the little bit of recovery and the lefties, I'm out of Fake Out range, so I don't really care if he wants to go for Fake Out. He doesn't have it, apparently. I guess probably because I have a Tapu Lele, but honestly, I think even if your opponent has a Tapu Lele, you probably need to run Fake Out just for, because Terrain isn't going to be around forever. You know, Terrain Extender on Lele isn't that great of an item, and Lele's almost always going to be Choiced or Calm Mind or something like that, so I don't know, I think that might have been some questionable prep on his part, but at this point, this shit's over. I'm about to 6-0 this man with Como. I'm +2 attack, +2 speed, and I don't really care about any of his things. Once again, I just don't want to choke and get spored and then just drag this battle out 10 more turns than necessary. So we're going to Drain Punch, take him down to the Sash. Honestly, I should have just jabbed and then hoped for the poison just to kind of cut off a turn, but he goes for the E-Speed, showing me he was probably E-Speed Endeavor, so he's taken a page out of the Austin book of Smeargle tricks. But, yeah, we 6-0 Andre, and this just did not go how I expected it to go. Honestly, ever since Season 1 of the PCP, every time me and Andre have played, he's gotten a little bit closer to beating me, and last season, he basically beat me, but he choked and got haxed on the same turn, and that was literally the only way I was winning. Like, he missed, I think, a Fire Blast. Yeah, he missed a Fire Blast, and I got lucky with a roll, or something like that. Yeah, he choked, and I haxed, and I won for some reason. So, I was expecting this to be a close game. I was kind of expecting to lose, to being completely honest with you. I was like, man, he's going to go full try-hard mode. He's got a scary team. He was going to bring Trick Room and probably just fuck me right up. But that's not what happened. We win. GIRAFARIG did a thing. The pickle didn't touch the field, but it came. The pickle came. Everyone's talking shit about the pickle. Pugamaku's a god. I don't care what you say. Lele Cartana, I fucking love them. I just wanna like have them in real life and just carry them around with me. And yeah, fucking Bushaki didn't even have to set up webs. So I'm having a great time. This is a great season. Fuck it. Yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe, do all that bullshit. Leave comments down below and let me know what you think about this shit, man. Fucking GIRAFARIG did something. Can we get some people, like, saying GIRAFARIG? Can we get, like, hashtag GIRAFARIG did stuff in the game? I mean, in the comment section? Hashtag GIRAFARIG did stuff. Nothing would make me happier than starting a hashtag about my GIRAFARIG. Yeah, like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. Andre doesn't have a channel that's active anymore, but I guess I'll leave his link to his dead shiny hunting channel from like 10 years ago. But yeah, bye forever.